Hello everyone, this is Juliet with embroider.com. Nice to be here with you all. So I'm super excited today. We get to see who won all those really cool things. Hopefully we've got a lot of people, going to watch, because I feel like we had a lot of entries, so there were a lot of people that were interested. So hopefully they know that we announced the winners on the live, and I did specify that in the document, but it took me a minute to upload the description. So hopefully we get a lot of people. Okay, so really quick, we are going to start out with just highlighting a bit of like what's going on with our machine embroidery side of things, like if we've got any like lives, events, and sales type stuff. So we'll go ahead and pull up our website, and I will share my screen. And then I will probably bring Kirsten on so that she can explain a little bit about the different events and what they're doing. That way I'm not completely uninformed on what's happening. So cool. Kirsten, just so you know, you are muted. So
got it.
Cool. How are you?
Doing great. Happy to be live with you today, Juliet.
Yeah, sorry, my sound wasn't on. Okay. Okay, so first off, there's this little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click into this. This is a really great, important little tool that a lot of the giveaway winners are going to want to know about. So, or even if you just enter the giveaway, this is a really good thing to know about.
Sure.
So yeah, this is bundle shipping. Like, what is bundle shipping and what are stowed orders? If you'll notice, like at the checkout page, when you're picking your shipping, like the method of shipping, it will ask you, like, you might have seen like a save and ship option, right? This is what that is, and we're kind of explaining a little bit about it. So I don't know if I should just like read it verbatim. I probably won't, but yeah, so this is like just kind of an example. So like, Jane really likes to shop online, but she doesn't really like to keep things in her cart forever, and then or make small purchases to avoid paying shipping. So pretty much what she ends up doing is, actually, you know what, I might just read it because it's a pretty darn good analogy. Yeah. So we're going to go to the hypothetical situation with Jane Doe, right? Yeah, I hope you're not either. I mean, like, I feel like people, like, there were a lot of entries, so I know people were interested. I just don't know if they know that the live is supposed to, like, if there's, that there's a live announcing the winners, right? So, okay, so, yeah, we'll go through the hypothetical situation with Jane Doe. So Jane loves shopping online, but she really doesn't like shipping fees. So she buys her embroidery supplies often enough that it gets tiring to either keep things in her cart and miss out on great sales, or pay for shipping on small orders. Luckily, she found embroidery.com's bundle ship order feature. Now Jane purchases floss and needles while they're on sale and selects the save and ship, or I mean, in your guys' case, thread and needles, right? At checkout, instead of trying to fill her cart with other things to get free shipping without missing out on the sale, she can just buy the on sale floss now and pay shipping later, right? So at Embroidery Central Warehouse, we receive Jane's order and we put all of her items into a box, and then we'll wait to ship that box until Jane can get free shipping or whenever she tells us to ship it, right? So later she wants a scroll frame, but she doesn't need till holidays, so she decides and can't decide on a pattern, right? So then she orders just the frame, selects save and ship again, and we put it into her box, right? Then finally she knows what pattern she wants, and so she, buys that, and she doesn't have to actually select that option at checkout. If the total of her 2 previous orders plus the plus the what's it called?
The last
Wow,
thing
my
you
brain
scroll
just
that she got?
right. So plus the pattern, right? So she doesn't need to have another stowed order. She can just have a product in her cart and then her 2 previous stowed orders. And if that's above $75, like, then we can ship that entire box to her free of shipping, right? So that's a little bit about how that works. Yeah, so her box now has floss, needles, a scroll frame, fabric, and a pattern. And so because the total of the stowed items in her box is above $75, she chooses bundle ship all of her items together. And so this means that all of her stowed items are shipped to her in the same box for free. So yeah. Anyway, and you can also choose to ship that box of stuff anytime before that if you don't want to wait for free shipping. It looks like I'm kind of laggy. I hope that's not okay. It's okay. But okay. So all right, so then this is a little bit about how to do it. So you're going to go and you're going to find whatever you want to buy, right? In this case, I bought floss. So then once you do that, you go to checkout, right? And then when you get to select delivery destination, you click stow don't ship, right? That's the important part of a stowed order, right? And then if you don't see this, and if it just takes you straight to like your payment information or the order now button, you can go off to the side here and it should have a little, off to the right, there should be a little part where it says ship to, and then you can change your shipping information.
Mm-hmm. There with that, or a yellow button below ship to.
Yes.
Change.
Okay, so then, you pretty much do the rest like normal and you confirm your order. And then it should say stow for bundle ship right there. You should see that on the confirmation page. And you can make as many of these stowed orders as you want. Then when you go back to your cart, this may not appear right away, but I think we fixed that problem. I think it would actually appear right away. If it doesn't though, don't be alarmed. It just means that we have to actually set aside the items first and mark that in our system. So that's when that will appear. So normally within the next business day, you should be able to see this in your cart page. So when you click on your cart, you'll see those boxes.
The tan box that says you have a stowed order?
Yes.
After, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the one. And then it should have this little button that says bundle ship with today's order. And that pretty much just adds it to your cart. And then, yes. And then once it's added to your cart, you just proceed to checkout like normal, and you can add as many stowed orders as you want, or you can pick and choose which ones you want to ship and which ones you don't want to ship. And then you just select your home address or the shipping address and choose your method of payment. So it's pretty darn simple, and then we'll just ship all those items to you. If you have any questions about this is on our homepage, so you can just go in and click on this. And then we will probably have a video tutorial on how to do it as well soon. So, yeah. Anything to add, Kirsten?
Well, so I guess today's lucky winners can choose whether to have this shipped today or stow it and get free shipping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely, yeah, that's definitely something that they could choose to do. And it's really nice for this feature too, because like if you do win, you have the option to also get free shipping depending on like, if you want to get a bunch more stuff to add to your cart to get over that $75 limit. And then also your order is, once you win, it's automatically a stowed order in your cart. So that's kind of why it's pretty crucial for you guys to know, is because when you do win, you're actually going to go ahead and skip all the way to step 5. And this is what your winning will look like. It's like you have an order with, and then it'll say the product that you won, and then you're going to want to click bundle ship with today's order. It's pretty darn simple, like once you win. But that's something that you guys will have to know. So it's already a stowed order in your cart. Yeah. And then you can make as many stowed orders as you want and add them all. Or if you just want to ship it, you're welcome to do that too. But if it is not above the threshold, then it will ask which delivery method you would like. So yeah. And that was something that I didn't know last week. So I'm glad that I kind of got to learn that. So yeah.
Thank you for the update.
Yes. Yeah. Also, just some house cleaning stuff. Yeah, so we announce the winners on the live, and then we do for the machine embroidery side of things. I think we're actually going to start doing a tips and tricks section, and every week we'll go through and we'll highlight some of the different stuff that's going on with promotions and events and stuff, and then we'll have like a section where we'll have like a demonstration or like some different like things to try, right?
Right on.
And then we'll highlight the products for next week's giveaway and then announce the winners for the last week's giveaway, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So pretty simple, pretty fun. And so then this little section is just what I was saying, where it was like, if you win, you have to know how to purchase a stowed order. Like you have to know how to add a stowed order to your cart. And then also something that was really important is please sign in before entering. Otherwise, we actually have no clue who is,
we don't get your entry, basically.
Yeah, we don't get your entry because we don't know who entered. So it's just kind of like getting a blank slip of paper, right? So make sure you're signed in before you enter. So those are just kind of a few different housekeeping things. As far as different events go, why don't you go over that, Kirsten? Because I don't know a lot about what these are. I'm excited to learn.
So we also bring to you, besides our own lives, we bring you Kimber Bell's What's New Wednesday, and that happened yesterday. But it happens every week on Wednesday. And then we also bring you events from Dime. So earlier today, we had flawless finishes on Between Friends from Dime. And they also do a bi-monthly software success live where Ashley Jones shows you how to use different Dime software. And so both of those are streaming through embroidery.com. You can find them there. And I also today want to direct you to what is on the middle of the page that Juliet's showing you, the homepage. It's kind of in the middle and toward the bottom where it says special effects. Thank you. That's the one. It's coming up November 15th. Now that is a registration only event. The other ones that I've told you about, you can just join like you did today. But the special effects embroidery event is registration only, mostly because we won't have the event if there's not enough registration happening. So we need to have a certain number of people registered, and then the event happens. And this one is a 90-minute event where not only do you get to see how to do special effects in embroidery, but you also get discounts you can't get anywhere else on the products that you need to do those special effects. So what's an embroidery special effect? Think about things like adding dimension, like foam or fringe. If you've ever done or seen that in embroidery and wondered how that works, how could I do that? This is the event you want to come to, the special effects, and that's on November 15th. The Lindy G Embroidery Freestanding Lace Angel. Okay, let's go to her.
Nice.
That's just something you can click on our website, Sue, and purchase it. It comes in several different pieces, as you can see here. So you want to stitch out each of these on a separate piece of water soluble stabilizer. And because it's made for freestanding lace, when you wash the water soluble stabilizer away, your design does not go away. Instead, you get this freestanding piece of lace like you see in the picture, and then you can put it together. I haven't seen the instructions on that. Some freestanding lace has you stitch it together by hand, but I'm betting this one has instructions for how to put it all together on the machine as well. Thanks for asking about that.
Yeah. So that one's a pretty cool product. This was last week's Between Friends, right?
That's right. All about fringe. So it was like a little preview of what you might see in special effects. It's just one of the many techniques that we're going over in special effects on November 15th.
Nice. And
we
then
have our Tearaway on sale, which is that's a price that is a really good. The ad says it's 20% off. I checked; they're all a little bit more than 20% off, but they're at least 20% off. And then if you go down a little bit more to the right, you see the Monster Mash hoop sale. That's going on all month, ends on Halloween, so it's appropriately themed. Okay, so who knows what a monster hoop is? Well, I'll show you here. This is my regular embroidery hoop. And you can see that it has an inner hoop that you can see on the top and the outer hoop that is on the bottom. And then it attaches to my machine over on this side. And this is the standard hoop that came with my machine. And it's great for a lot of things, but I find that if I'm hooping something thick or something that I don't want to have hoop marks on, then I want like a towel like that. Sometimes towels are pretty thick and they're pretty hard to hoop here because the towel has to go between the hoops and down and under and then back up on the other side and out the other side. So for something like that, it's a lot easier to use a monster hoop. What's a monster hoop? It's magnetic so that you don't have the two hoops that go inside each other. Instead, they're just on top of each other. So the top hoop in this case is the green that you can see here, and the back hoop, the bottom hoop, is this gray. And the top hoop is magnetic, so it just sits on top of the other one. And mine comes with a shield to keep them apart because it's a really strong magnet. It's not impossible to get it apart if you just stick it on there by itself with nothing in between, but it really helps to have the shield in between so you can get it apart. So this magnetic hoop just sticks right onto the base hoop, which is metal, and then the top one has all the magnets in it. So this is much easier to hoop something thick with because you don't have to worry about adjusting the size of the distance between the two hoops, because the towel or whatever you're hooping doesn't have to go in between the hoops and then back up and around them. It just needs to sit between them, and then you snap that on and it holds your embroidered item together. So that you can stitch on it. So since the monster hoops are on sale right now and they're kind of a larger ticket item, this would be a good time to get it, especially if you're looking for, if you win and you want to do your bundle ship and go ahead and get your item. You can buy one of these hoops. That'll get you part of the way, if not most of the way or all the way there to the $75 threshold, and shipping will be free.
That's awesome. They seem very, very nice in the way of problem solving. Like,
I find that since I got my magnetic hoop, I don't use the other one very often, except for freestanding lace. I actually like my regular hoop for freestanding lace that we were talking about before. The monster hoop for just about everything else. It's just really easy. If you have any wrist problems, it doesn't hurt your wrist to hoop with a monster hoop because the magnet does all the work for you.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah, super great sale there. And that's really nice if you do win and you want a new hoop that's super nice. That's a good thing to check out. Okay. Okay, it looks like we've got a stitch ripper. Even I know this looks very useful.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this something you would ever use in hand embroidery, Juliet?
No, but we should.
Oh, okay. Well, here, if we ever make a mistake in machine embroidery, it goes pretty quick. The machines just going at like 600 to 800 or more
Yeah.
stitches a minute. And so before long, you might have a lot that you need to pull out. And that's why the Stitch Ripper is, it really goes quick. There are some things that you really don't want to use a Stitch Ripper on, that you'd rather use like a But if you have a lot of stitches to go through, or something like is being shown in the picture there where it's satin stitches, or even a fill stitch field, Stitch Ripper is really
That's pretty good. Looks like we've got a comment. You have to be really tight for freestanding lace, right? That was Sue?
Yes, Sue. Yeah, I concur with that. And that's part of the reason that I like my standard hoop for that. I can really crank it down. And because it makes my fabric go down and up and down again, it really grabs on. And it can't go anywhere. I'm not. With freestanding lace, you have just this little bit of stabilizer that you're hooping. And so there's really nothing for the magnet hoop to really, it can grab onto that, but there's not a lot there. And so it's much easier to hoop in my standard hoop. So I prefer it for that, because you do want it to be really tight, because freestanding lace is very dense, because instead of having a lot of fabric there to hold it together, once you wash your stabilizer away, it's all thread. So you've got to have the thread crisscrossing and knotting together so that it doesn't fall out. And that can be really difficult for the stabilizer to take unless you have it really tight. And so that's what we want, a really tight hooping for your freestanding lace.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Looks like we've just got that one. That one looks like it was an older recording. And then we've got design sales for Halloween and I believe Christmas as well.
Well, I can tell you about that What's New Wednesday that looked like it was a little older. They're actually introducing a new product there. They have Mug Rug 6. If you've seen that on our site, that's new. If mug rugs are something you like, even if you don't like mug rugs, like, take a look. If you can pull out some of the pretty fun quotes and pictures that are in that pack and use it some other way, they're super fun. Kimberbell has asked people for their input on what they wanted to see as far as designs, and that's where this came from.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's also a really cute, like, little quote there.
Just want to be a dog dad.
Yeah. All right. So then we've got our design sales. So that's something you could check out too. Cool. Looks like that's that. Okay. So
any of those events that we're looking at and that I told you about that happened earlier today or last week, you can still see them on our site.
Yeah, there are recordings
there. Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely recordings of those. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we already did kind of like the tips and tricks section where Kirsten showed off the monster hoop. Those seem like really awesome, useful things to have. Okay. All right, so we are now going to review our products for next week that we're going to give away. Okay, so the first one that we've got, I'm sorry that my camera is really laggy for some reason. Like, it did this the other day and then it stopped and now it's doing it again. And I think that I might need a new one because, wow. Anyway, okay, so the first one we got is another fine line quartet pack. This one is kind of like monochromes. So you've got a black, a gray, a white, and like a tan, right? Like very light tan.
Does it say what weight that thread is?
60 weight polyester embroidered thread. Yeah. I think that most of them were 60. So yeah. So there's that one.
It's good for tiny details in your embroidery.
Yeah, super great for that type of stuff, right? Then we've got another Floriani pack. This one is smaller, and the size of the thread is, well, I guess the size of the thread is the same, but like the actual spools are smaller, right?
Are they?
One of them's like black, and that one is bigger. And then the rest of them are just like smaller little sample sizes, right? Like,
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's quite a difference.
yeah. So they're just this is more of like a sample pack, whereas the one for this last week was closer to like having more, thread on there, right? So anyway, yeah, this one has black, purple, green, gray, and like gold. Hey Nancy, glad you're back. Okay. Yeah, so then gold. So there's that one. Got that. So that's the Floriani sample pack for next week. And then we've got like a ton of pre-threaded bobbins.
So handy.
Yeah. These ones are
they magnetic core? It kind of looks like they are.
They might be.
Mm-hmm. If they have kind of black and blue on the inside.
Yeah, there's like black, and these ones I think are black, blue, and like green.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Anyway, these ones, I'm like 90% sure I found the right ones on the website, because I kind of have to like try to match like the ones that I physically have, and then I have to go find the products on the website, right? So these ones I'm pretty sure I matched, but they are like black and green. So if that means they're magnetic, I think they might be. I think they kind of feel that way. So
yeah, usually the ones that are not magnetic have a clear plastic edge on them, like a top and a bottom, or else we have the cardboard edges. So if they don't have either of those, these are magnetic.
These ones are magnetic. And then there are 64 of these. So there's quite a bit. And the one that I have on there is 100 count, and I'm going to put in the notes that it's actually just 64 because it's missing a bunch. So yeah, there's a 64 pack of bobbins, magnetic bobbins. And then we also have.
Do you know
Sorry,
what size?
were you going to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to ask what size they are.
Oh,
the size.
I actually have no clue because they have like tape on them. So. Let me try to find.
This is for next week. Our next winner. Okay, so we'll figure out what they are. And are entries live for this yet, or is that to come?
So people can like once the live ends, I will switch out last week's products for this week's products in the live. Hey, sweetheart.
I'll watch for that. And then we'll be able to tell what size it is that will be on the product. Which makes a difference because some machines will will take an A bobbin or an M bobbin or an L bobbin, and it depends.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out what size they are. I'm like, yeah, I will consult with you, and then we will put it in the notes. My whole thing is kind of broken right now. Okay.
Hang in there. We'll make it.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Ooh. Okay. So it's like, you really want to, well, that's not the one I want. Okay. And that one's for next week. Here we go. Okay. So for those bobbins, I was actually going to find the bobbins. Where are they? It's okay. Go back here. Yeah, I'll look at that and see if I can find any, but like it's kind of weird like when I'm, sharing my screen, try to look for that. You don't want to see all the boring stuff on the back end.
That's right. We'll find it for you.
Yeah.
Show it later, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing is this is this Madeira thread. This one's a 5-pack like last week. And it's a line called Katana, like Cotona. I don't think we carry this. Yeah, I don't think we carry this anymore. Like But yeah, it's pretty cute. It's like orange, yellow, and a little bit of green. Super
wow.
cute fall colors, I think, or like a sunset. Yeah. So I don't know exactly, like, when I was looking through it, what this line of thread was specifically targeted for, like what type of things, but it was really cute.
Yeah, what I remember about that one is that it's a cotton thread, which is
Yeah.
unusual. Most of our machine embroidery thread is polyester or rayon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the cotton thread it's not shiny. So if you're doing something matte, you want kind of a matte
Mm-hmm.
finish to make it look more hand done or more vintage. Cotton is a great choice for that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, no, it was funny. I looked at it and I was like, I can't convince myself that this isn't hand embroidery thread somehow. Like,
Uh-huh. It
it's
has that
cotton, and it's
soft
like
look,
you don't really see machine embroidery thread that's cotton. Okay, so the next one that we've got is, I'm going to take this sticky note off of it because that does not need to be on there. Is a thread stand.
Yay.
So yeah, it's dime, I think. So yeah, single spool holder.
I'll
It
tell you
says
what
it stops.
go.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll tell you what those super useful for. If you're using a magnetic, I mean not a magnetic, metallic thread that is not a Kingstar brand, you'll probably want this thread stand, because one of the things that helps us to work with metallic thread, the way it's kind of kinky, is to have it run up a thread stand and work out its kinks before it gets to your needle and causes trouble in your embroidery machine.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's pretty great. And to get it for free too. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Or if
it's
you
a
have
hefty.
any like thread spools that are bigger and don't really fit on your embroidery machine, some of them have a short spool pin. This is great. You can stand it behind your machine and put your thread on, or to the side of it, doesn't matter, and then join your thread path from that, and just run it through your machine, through your thread through your machine like normal after it comes off the thread stand, and it works beautifully.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so the next one we have is more stipple. This one is like blue. I think it's called like aqua flames. They're like paisleys, right? Like blue paisleys, which are pretty nice. So that's pretty great.
Lovely. Is that on a CD, Juliet?
Yes. So these ones are on CDs. Like you can feel it in the package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there will be multiple winners for that one. So,
Right.
so we'll announce a few different winners, in between 3 to 5. I haven't really decided yet. Okay, so the last thing for this coming live is this one. It's Floriani Applique Wonder Sheets, and these ones are 5 sheets are missing on this one. So you're getting 15 though, which I feel like is still pretty good. I mean, for free. So
and they're cut, which is cool.
yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good. So I'm gonna take that out there because.
So if you ever do applique, you know how you have to put your fabric down on top of your embroidery substrate. The applique Wonder is a little bit adhesive, so you just finger press it into place. So let me back up a little bit. You put it on your applique fabric so that it's adhered to your applique fabric, and then you have basically a sticker of applique fabric that you can stick down onto your substrate, and it stays where you put it, and it's really easy to line it up nicely, and then you can finish your applique, and it just makes, especially appliquing tiny things, a lot simpler.
That's pretty great. I feel like I don't really have anything valuable to contribute on that. I'm like,
you have the
that's
problem.
why you're here. That's why you're here. And I mean, like, I'm here to learn. So that's really great. Right. Okay. So those are the 7 products that we're going to do next week. So after the live, we're going to add the add the products to that same page. So this one will be up like consistently until the giveaways end, which is months in the future. So and so each week you're just going to go into the same one and then request to win the new products, right? So some of these, yeah, bye Rebecca, have a good day. And yeah, so I'll switch these out once the live is over and once we've announced the winners. Okay, so yeah, so those will be the new ones. Okay, I am going to stop sharing my screen and then I'm going to pull up the thing that I need to get a winner.
I feel like I should give you a drum roll.
I know, right? I was like, how do I do a drum roll, right?
Like, I hope I win. I didn't enter, but I think that would be unfair. But I hope some of you watching right now, I hope you're winners.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna butcher these names. Okay. And sorry I'm so laggy. I will probably try to fix that by next week. Okay, so the winner for Madeira Smooth Metallic, like number 40, 200 meter spool, and that's 04, smooth silver, is Heike Accord. I'm like 90% I said that right, but I may not have. So, yeah, okay. All right, so that's the winner for. Yeah, congratulations. I don't know if you're watching, but congratulations if you are. And I mean, like, people can watch the recording, so there's that too. Okay. Oh, dang it. That's okay. I will do that later. Okay. It might take me a minute because we haven't like fully like fixed the like randomized like drawing thing that we have going on. So
little software widget thingy.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, it's still just giving me embroidery, like hand embroidery supplies. Okay, I'm gonna do this a different way. Let me go. Sorry, people, bear with me. Oh gosh.
Rolling out this.
I do not want to go to Facebook. Okay, let's try this again.
I think of this week's the things that we're drawing for today. I think the fine line thread is probably my favorite. It's a full set, full size spools, and so good for. I'm thinking particularly of a line of fairy tale designs that we did in Embroidery Central a while back. That if you used your regular 40 weight thread on their delicate little faces, it'd just mostly be kind of messy. But if you use the fine line thread, all that detail comes through and they're just beautiful. So we definitely used the fine line thread for those.
I am sorry, this is taking me a lot longer than I thought it would.
Juliet, I'll just...
Okay. So we got the winner for that one. I hope Darren doesn't win because he's not technically...
We'll have to do another.
It's funny. Sometimes we enter as like examples, right? And like, it's like, no,
but it doesn't toss our entries. It should.
I know. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Once we get this set up, it will actually work a lot faster, I promise. But for some reason, like, it just isn't doing it. Okay.
I'm going to show you my magnetic hoop until Juliet's ready. So,
all right. The winner for Hemmingworth Black Bobbin thread is Linda Brooks.
Yay, Linda.
Yay.
Thanks.
Okay. Black bobbin thread. Okay. So then we've got 3 winners for this triple. First winner is Jana Barker.
Yay, Jana.
Yeah.
Enjoy that stipple.
Great. And then Susan Prescott.
Oh, congratulations, Susan.
And Stephanie McKay.
All right, Stephanie. That's the 3, right? Yay, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Susan and Linda. Yay.
Okay. Just got to keep track now. So that was the one. And then the winner for the last one was Linda, right? She was the winner for the bobbin thread. And then we got Jana, Susan, and Stephanie for the stipple, right?
Yep. Jana, Susan, and Stephanie.
All right. So I'm going to skip all the hand embroidery stuff. You guys probably wouldn't be interested in that. I mean, it could be, but
right, you can't really embroidery floss through.
Yeah, it's like you gotta attend the other live if you want to see those winners. Okay. Okay, so the Floriani sampler pack, the winner for that is Patricia Hibbard. I think I'm saying that right.
Okay. Yay, Patricia. Enjoy those. It's a lot of fun colors.
Okay. Okay. And then yeah, it may take me, like, because that one drawing feature was broken, it might take me a little longer to get the winnings as stowed orders in the carts, but we'll get that taken care of probably before the next day or two. Okay, so the winner for the Fine Line Quartet pack for the Browns, right? That one is Cheryl LaHaye. So congratulations, Cheryl.
Yay, Cheryl. Congratulations.
Okay. And then the winner for the variety pack, for the variety colors, so the Fine Line Quartet variety colors, that winner is Shirley Nicholson.
All right. Congratulations, Shirley. Enjoy.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. All right. So awesome. So those were our winners for last week's products. I'll go ahead. Yeah, congratulations if you won. Super happy for you guys if you did win. And if you did win, make sure you check out the what are bundled orders and what are stowed orders, because that's going to be part of how you get your winnings. And then also the new products will be up this coming week. Or sorry, the new products for this coming week will be up in a day or two. Actually, probably today. So yeah.
So
cool.
And then enter.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry that there's like a lot of this, like we're still new to this whole program, so I feel like we'll eventually get into a good rhythm and stuff, and like I won't have a laggy camera anymore, and we'll have a coherent drawing system and all this fun stuff, and but like it'll probably take like a few tries. So
yeah, but we'll make it work until it's beautiful.
Yes, right. Practice makes perfect. You don't make something without making a mess first, right? So okay.
Well, that's true.
Awesome. So congratulations, we won, and we're excited to see. I don't know. Yeah, we're excited to see who wins next week. If you have any questions, if anyone has any questions, feel free to comment on them. I mean, comment on the live with them, or reach out to customer service, or comment on a Facebook post, whatever you feel like you want to do. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm trying to figure out if there was anything else like housekeeping that I need to do. Oh yes, make sure that your entries are in by 12 p.m. before the live. That was one other thing. Mainly just because if we just can't get the random drawing system to work, we would need to pre-draw like the winners. And so it's a good thing, like if in the case that some type of thing happened to our drawing system or whatever, then we would probably have pre-drawn winners, which means I don't want anyone to feel left out if they entered at the very last second, so
so kind of the early bird can get the entry, so do that.
Yeah.
So we're talking 12 midnight Thursday Mountain Time, US time. Is that right?
Yeah, or like lunchtime, like noon, right?
Oh, not
noon.
midnight. Okay, yeah, that's right. 12 p.m.
At 12 a.m., please. I know you're just gonna be staying up until then, and I mean, like if you're on the other side of the world, yeah, but it's okay. No.
Oh, lunchtime, just an hour before we go live. I see.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just an hour before we go live so that we can have everything ready. Okay, cool. I will get all those new things up, and
please sign in, log into the site before you.
Yes,
that way.
Log in before you enter into the drawing, and I think that's everything. So, yeah, stay tuned for next week, and we'll announce the winners for all the new products that we did, that we featured here. Anyway, yeah. Awesome. Well,
next time.
Yeah, this part's always so awkward for me. Like I even wrote it in my agenda. It's like I don't know how to end lives. Like
goodbyes are so difficult.
It's like bye. Anyway. No, it's good. Okay. Bye guys. Have fun.
Bye. Have a good one, Juliet. And thank you all for having me.
Bye, Kirsten.